Oh! Atom Combat 98 months, welcome back. Too shy of the big 100. Yeah, so, I just checked the event viewer. And, would you be surprised if I told you that the critical error was caused, by, Windows attempting to run some low-level thing for Windows Update and it failed, and so it crashed the computer? Thanks, Windows! Classic. Classic. Why do I feel like this is either gonna reflect or absorb? No? Alright. Ah, yes, right. Alright, so choose up the turn. Okay.
Persona!
Fair ball. Do I just go for the Giga Chad move right off the rip?
There!
They're all locked down! That was
Do it.
incredible, Joker! Okay, guys. Let's do it! Go, go!
What? I am thou. I lend it!
Persona! Out of our way!
Yeah, it's an interesting concept. I'm not gonna download StarCraft to run it, but that's definitely a cool idea. It seems like it took a long while, but after they did some of the BattleNet updates and whatnot to make it a little bit more usable, the arcade section started to get a bit more attention from creators, which is nice. Because man, back in the day, on Brood War and whatnot, the arcade modes were the show. What is real love and romance? Shall I show you?
Thank you.
Well...
Alright, well. Easy enough. Yeah. Okay, so the other one's actually still upstairs. I was just about to say, like, the DBZ and hero maps were wild. What a weird crossover though. Like, who would have imagined somebody really? Okay. Who would imagine somebody making custom maps, sitting down after playing StarCraft and being like, you know what this could use? Some Dragon Ball Z. Which persona do we have on right now? Right. Doesn't really matter.
This car has a bunch of funny parts. Poke, poke. Meow! Be careful with that!
Why did they have to write that and record it? Oh, maybe we're on the verge of another Dota breakout. Yeah, the main StarCraft 2 stuff is more or less just for the ultra hardcore and long-term guys now. I don't think there's a lot of fresh faces. You know, it's and I guess for good reason. I mean, like, it's, from what I've seen, a major complaint is just the balance patches have been few and far between, and the balancing that gets done seems to be pretty questionable. Nope, still up.
Every time I see the news, I wonder if it's something related to us.
Yeah, these days everything seems to be about our job.
Boom, ba dum dum dum. So it's still above here, eh?
Let's do it.
Oh, look who it is! It that boy. We don't have much to spend yet. Holy items.
There's a shadow. Be careful.
Ba-dum.
The aesthetic of a shadow. I can't find any beauty within them to express.
People are gonna think you're nuts if you go painting shadows. Just forget it.
There's still a handful of people on the pro scene, but finally 2/3 to 3/4 of the StarCraft players are on Giant Grant Games Twitch or something, doing speed runs, Legacy of the Void, Meme Edition, Zerg Edition, etc. Just warms my heart to see StarCraft having a lot of life in it because of the modders and guys. Yeah, and that's how it went for the for other stuff too. Other than Brood War in Korea, you know, that was kind of how it went. I'm sure now that Microsoft is in the throes of acquiring Activision Blizzard, we're gonna see more and more people, you know, hope that Microsoft puts more resources into the you know, into StarCraft and whatnot. I think one of the boys from Digital Foundry I responded to on Twitter here yesterday was mentioning something similar, and honestly, I mean, assuming that Blizzard would ever want to put resources, even if they were given more from Microsoft, into an RTS.
The shadows in Mementos are shaped.
You know, I would be way more interested in a Warcraft 4 than I would about a StarCraft 3.
There's a shadow.
Is this like all the way up on the top part of this floor? There's only 2 areas left. Ah, here it is. Oh, looky.
Let's go.
That's a rare one. Don't let it escape.
Boom, boom, boom,
Persona!
boom, boom. I would actually really love a Warcraft 4. I've always found the Warcraft pro scene
Ready, Joker.
to be a more interesting prospect because of the use of the heroes in game. Much fewer unit counts. The inclusion of the PvE element. I actually think that the Warcraft formula is a much more conducive formula to a modern strategy game because it includes bits of PvE and whatnot. We're seeing that kind of getting applied to more competitive environments. Like we're starting to see the talks of battle royales getting that kind of thing, where now we're introducing kind of organic PvE elements in the battle royale. I think
It's weak to nuclear moves.
yeah, I think it would be a good fit.
Don't you have them on the rope. Wipe them out. This'll end
Well, Warcraft 3 Reforged was in a real bad spot because it
That
was
was so easy. I'm
a
yawning.
project marred in the endless hole that was Activision squeezing Blizzard for profitable things, people leaving teams, crunch being bad, not being allowed to do the typical Blizzard production cycle, and then of course the myriad litigious issues they were going through and continue to go through. Like, Blizzard's in a really rough spot right now for a number of reasons. I don't necessarily think it's because they're incapable of making a good game at the
I'd like
moment.
to try this skill soon.
3 to 5 minuscule damage. Amazing. Yeah, I mean, I can't imagine. I mean, put yourself in Blizzard's shoes for a moment. The people that would have likely been doing this update in Warcraft 3 Reforged. I mean, Warcraft and StarCraft are the underpinnings of the entire company, and Warcraft even more so than StarCraft. And so.
When you go shopping for the job, do you end up buying unrelated stuff too?
You never
What?
know what might come in handy. It's good to have variety.
My lord, that just sounded like they were talking about sex toys, but okay. So, yeah, like you think about it, like you can't imagine that the people working on it would want to do a poor job. They'd probably want it to be amazing, like but yeah, I don't know. I need to see what Microsoft-owned Blizzard can produce from a starting, like a from the perspective of being more left to their own devices. Microsoft seems to leave developers to kind of do their own thing within reason, so I need to see what that looks like before I levy any judgment on whether or not I think Blizzard is in a worse spot than they perhaps are.
What a jerk!
Yeah.
All right, this is for the doctor. Oh, we gotta do this guy dirty.
I'll never forgive you.
Your diagnosis is arrogance with no chance of recovery. Oh yeah. I better treat you right away and I'll blame your death on Takemi messing up again. Is he implying that he killed the young girl just to like prove a point? Or just to like basically stifle Takemi? That would be nutty. RTS is a very difficult spot to be in for this current environment. Not to say it isn't impossible to be successful, but you know, the other one of course is Frost Giant, which is the small team of ex-Blizzard employees that are making an RTS, which apparently we're supposed to be seeing or hearing something of their project at Summer Game Fest, so we'll see what that might be a little bit about.
Persona! Out of our way!
Resist Snook. Okay. Megiddo. Word?
Persona!
Resists.
Persona!
I'm noticing a pattern
Go
here.
down.
Wow.
I am thou.
Okay. What? What? Alright, so incredible against everything except for physical.
Oh, what have I done?
Seems good. Yeah, see? Jealousy. Isn't dead? Oh my lord. Oh man. Buzzer beater time for Takemi. All right. Time to at least visit Jose before we leave to buy something. It's going up. Hey, Mephisto, welcome back. 80 months. Let's go. Hey, speak of the devil, there he is. Thank you, sir. How you doing, Mephisto? I think I can go... No. Where is... Jose? Gotta get to work, anime, the rest of your day, be pleasant. You're picking it up. Thanks, Caldeira, appreciate it, boss. You have yourself a good time at work. We'll see you next time. I just made a persona that has a trait that reduces SP cost of fire skills by 75% and another passive that decreases SP cost of skills by half. Oh yeah? Oh yeah, infinite spells. Well, I mean, he's not any more tolerable. We just have to hear him less, which is, I guess, you know, similar to a degree, or close enough to accomplishing the same thing.
This new skill.
Speak of the devil.
Oh, mister. Hey, mister. Oh.
There he is. Oh, really? Let's go. New area time. New items to be found and purchased. Strength up, endurance up. Oh, there's our magic again. He's got more of the magic. Alright, we'll save up. Get some more. Dun.
Shadows, huh?
Dun,
I can't get
dun.
used to.
Dapbeard's over here making god personas.
Damn it. This bumping around is hurting my ass. Scope.
All this bumping around is hurting my ass. You heard it here first.
We made it.
Okay.
Ooh, resting spot.
I'll just add this.
Alright. So yeah, we gotta basically go down. Oh, we can just go straight to 8. Let's go down normally because we want to get Jose again on the way down. Boom, 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 boom.
There's a treasure chest.
Good lord. Treasure chests everywhere. Swimming in it. Bathing in
Whenever I
it.
try to study. We're at the platform.
So what games do you guys, what games are you guys hoping to see, get some attention at the Summer Games Fest coming up?
Hey, that's a rare one! Don't let it escape! Persona! Charge, Johanna! Knock down Queen Darren! You have them on the rope!
Warzone 2! You know what? You might even. There's a chance. There's a chance. But they might be playing their hand closer to their chest for now. And we might see Modern Warfare 2 stuff. That seems like a distinct possibility.
Oh, mister! Hey, mister.
Dragon's Dogma 2? I'm actually really surprised that Dragon's Dogma didn't have like a renaissance period after Dark Souls got popular, because it's essentially Dark Souls. You know, this game that might not get that much attention from Western audiences, Game of the Year, Final Fantasy 16. Is that supposed to be this year, or isn't that? I thought it was 2023. Just keep buying these stat boosts, then we're gonna juice up some Personae. Cause it's bad Dark Souls though. Is it bad Dark Souls? I mean, doesn't it have like the ability to actually like climb around on like the fighting has a little bit more to it than Dark Souls does by default? I mean, I've played Dragon's Dogma. I just haven't beat it. For me, it was just too obscure. That was more or less my gripe with it. I don't think I played enough of it to render an opinion of it myself. But
Really? I guess I'm not surprised.
I do know that an enormous amount of people on my timeline in the last probably 3 or 4 months have been, you know, talking up Dragon's Dogma for whatever reason that kickstarted it. Yeah, they've been talking it up more. So the question is, are we still high enough level to just plow enemies over? No,
Noticed us? Well, then we'll need to
we are
shut
not,
up.
apparently.
Two weaklings. Beat him in one fell swoop.
Level 28. Wait, we're not high enough level to just roll this?
It should be easy if we stay focused. Persona! Feel my rage!
Lol.
Let's go.
There.
Joker took one out. All right.
Persona. Ravage them.
All enemies defeated. Now, just what I'd expect from you, Joker.
Actual one shot. Maybe that was a fluke.
That was an easy win. Let's go, Joker.
See it.
Do they have to be blue? Oh no, there we go. Maybe it was just a weird fluke. I was gonna say, because like we can literally one-shot these guys.
We made it to the platform!
This interior, who designed its aesthetics?
Me, obviously. Hope you enjoy it.
I have something.
Where? Oh, okay. This is... It's a new floor, so we've gotta actually go everywhere.
I found a chat.
For this! Did that just say 2 out of 20? Dear God. Okay.
You know, lately it's felt like someone's been staring at me in class.
So the occasional mob we're not able to just kill outright, which is intriguing.
It's pitch black in here. Be careful.
Oh shit.
I have something. Somewhere.
Oh, so you really don't get to see anything. That's interesting.
Focus.
My whip handling's starting to look pretty good, huh?
More like you're starting to look like a dominatrix.
Somebody said it. I am indeed just running shadows over, yes. If you're, I got Ryuji's 7th social link ability, basically allows you to insta-kill shit. If you're a high enough level. So we'll do this to get to our boy, and then we will go back up to clear that floor, just to be certain we didn't miss anything.
Treasure chest spot.
Yeah, it's the benefit of being over-leveled, is you can just come in here and just blast through.
The platform. That takes care of this area.
He says as if we were just going to immediately go up. Lol. Or down, I should say.
All right, let's get this done.
Don't rush things or else you'll tire out. Remember to pace your ventures properly.
Lol. I tried.
Hey, is school fun?
If
No.
I have something to paint, school isn't much different from home. Joker, this...
Wait. Oh, Jose's around the corner. I was like, how the shit are we supposed to get to him?
Oh, mister. Hey, mister.
Okay, so we can get back to... let's see. Endurance, agility, luck. And we can now get experience. Oh. 140%. Make it so.
Why are there so many different drinks in those vending machines?
I don't understand either. Tap water alone soothes both throat and stomach.
Oh, you absolute bell end. Oh, we gotta back up and go right. Whoop. Left. No, no. So it just seems to be one mob that we can't just run over. That's how I like to commit my vehicular manslaughter, Datbeard, casually. Because, you know, why overexert yourself and try hard when you can just be a filthy casual?
Would you like to go to the supermarket with me sometime? They have a great sample kiosk.
Invitation is that? Clueless pretty boy.
Oh my lord. They've got great free samples. Hey, do you want to hit up the Costco and just eat all the free samples? Sounds like a great plan. Oh, hey. Another stamp.
I see the platform.
We got everything. 6 out of 20 though. Hot damn. It's Jose. All right, we're at 51. We need 80. We should be able to get that on this floor.
There's a
I would imagine. Well, not that quick.
Mister.
Hold on, Jose.
This sucks. This darkness makes it so gloomy.
Oh, this should be a new one.
Hey, that's a rare one.
Is it?
Kinetic moves should
No.
help here. Persona won't be a problem.
We already got this one.
Kinetic moves should help here. It won't be a problem. You oppose that? Seems it can still fight. Persona! Go! Such a pain.
Persona! Saka! There!
They're all knocked down.
Do it!
That was incredible, Joker.
So other than a Dragon Dogma follow-up and whatnot, what other games are we looking forward to? Final Fantasy 16 apparently is on that list.
Okay.
They were too weak to bother with.
I'm kind of hoping to learn more about these Silent Hill memes, if they are a reality or not, even if they're going to be doo-doo butter. I'm also interested in Starfield, because I'm almost positive we're going to see a pretty substantial.
Treasure chest.
This one's locked, but it's a new floor.
Oh.
We'll try it. Pretty substantial run of that at the Microsoft Bethesda show. So I think that's something to look forward to. And then Redfall, whatever the Redfall thing was, that's another Bethesda showcase. I can't remember what Redfall was at this point. If it was was Redfall like the PvE vampire thing?
I've been donating blood quite often lately.
The timing of him saying that, a little scary.
Doing good?
Didn't Bethesda only make Skyrim? Several times, in fact. So the only thing left now is this one. And then we're back on to normal items.
I can't show off my thief style while I'm a car.
I actually think you look cooler as the car.
Trolled. Alright, 7 for 20.
Okay.
I'll just add this.
Another spot to teleport to. I'm trying to think of what else. Oh, you know what I'd like to see at the Microsoft conference? The next Forza Motorsport. I need to see something. I need like a full 10-minute window dedicated to the next Forza Motorsport.
I have something.
I'd also like a surprise from Microsoft, like a JRPG or something like that that maybe we're unaware of from one of their studios. I doubt they have anything from Perfect Dark to show. I think even if they did, I feel like given what we know about how that project is going, that it's too early. Oh shit.
Careful.
It took us by surprise.
You can't
But be careful.
run these guys over.
That hurt!
How in the shit can we not run these guys over?
Give it all you. It's weak to nuclear moves. Let's end this quickly.
They have literally
Johanna!
they do no damage.
Queen! Persona should work.
Oh yeah, we can't
Persona! Charge, Johanna! We defeated an enemy! Let's go!
Oh, is it happening?
All for you. Come on!
I was hoping for the other showtime.
How sweet! It's just what I needed! How's that? Ha! Get a load of this! Perfect! Pretty great, huh? That's all of them! No time to waste! Not bad, Fox!
How were we not able to just run that over?
Okay.
They had us surrounded and they did a
Alright,
grand
let's
total
go.
of like 18 damage.
Focus.
That's either blue now. Like we actually have to fight these ones. Yusuke laying down the pipe is right.
Enemy is beneath us. It should be easy if we stay focused.
Well, we don't actually know what this guy's weak to yet.
For me.
Alright.
Get ready! This enemy is beneath us. It should be easy if we stay focused.
Great.
This is my other self. Take this. Tough.
An enemy frozen! Shatter it in one strike!
Let's go.
Alright, we don't know about Sayo yet. You know what? I feel like this guy doesn't have weaknesses if I remember correctly, because we had the ability to,
The opponent's weak. Gunshots won't work, so try something else.
fuse this guy.
Out of our way! The enemy is annihilated! Don't forget this game.
Capture him? Nah, I can... Well, the other thing is, in order to capture him, I have to do a technical attack.
I've awakened to a new power!
If I come across another one, I might give it a go. Dakunda removes all stat debuffs for all allies, which is useful. I've got a couple of them on Charlie that have it, but it's nice to have it on somebody else, but at the same time, I don't know what I would like to get rid of here. Maybe this. We've got Rakakaja.
Okay.
Alright, we beat him! Let's go, Joker!
Boom, 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 boom.
Somewhere.
Yeah, now that we can't run everything over, it's gonna take a lot longer. Oh, we can do this one. So if they're green, we can do it. If they're blue, or higher, we actually have to attack them.
think today was the sale day at the supermarket near me.
Your budget's that tight? Focus on the job for now.
This'll be a cinch.
Not an ambush? Okay.
The opponent's weak. Gunshots won't work, so try something else.
Amazing.
Persona!
Okay.
No holds barred! Finish it! Persona!
I am thou.
The opponent's weak. Gunshots won't work, so try something else. Yes, a clean hit!
Oh, didn't knock him on his ass. We can see if he's weak to this. Nope.
Two weaklings.
Oh, really?
In one fell swoop, it's clearly inferior. Win with wind attacks. I'll use my persona. Less skills will work here. The enemy is weak, but don't.
They're really
relax
forcing
yet.
us to use magic here, which is annoying as frick.
Out of our way! Music can still fight. Get ready. Less skills will work here. The enemy is weak, but don't
Ay,
relax yet.
ay, 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 ay.
It's clearly inferior. Win with wind attacks. Two enemies remaining. Less skills will work here. The enemy is weak, but don't relax yet. Sound good?
Oh wow, is she really gonna interrupt him? Lol. Lol.
The opponent's weak.
Lol.
Gunshots won't work, so try something else.
Persona!
I don't have a Maguru, but I do have a Garula, which is overkill. Just use this.
You're mine.
Ooh, looking cool, Joker.
Let's go. There.
Looking cool, Joker.
We already have you.
Finish him.
Okay.
A stylish victory.
I can feel it.
Look, a trick.
That's gonna be the next. Yep. Oh, the next platform. Jose Jalapeno on a stick. But we don't have very many flowers to trade in right now. Unfortunately.
Joker, there's a treasure chest. We can get more money.
2 of them to be exact. Oh boy, that's a fight.
Gunshots won't. Electricity is its weak point. This should be no problem. It's weak to nuclear moves. Let's end this quickly.
Alright, we're back to this.
Alright, Queen! Okay. For you. Pass the baton and follow up.
Let's go.
I should probably try and get his Zeo that's better than our current roster. Bless is the only thing we haven't tried with this guy yet, I guess.
The opponent's weak. Gunshots won't work, so try something
Wow.
else. Now that's on, Pat. Electricity is its weak point. This should be opponent's weak. Gunshots won't work.
Well, as long as
so
he's
try
not-
something else.
Well,
Two out of the way. Persona.
I don't know if there's any way for me, when this guy's at half health, to get him to just not die from this
The
stuff.
opponent's weak. Gunshots won't work, so try something else.
Like, I think he just dies to everything, honestly.
The opponent's weak. Gunshots won't work, so try something else. That's all of them.
Victory is
Not bad,
ours.
Fox. A decisive.
Very good. Now, I don't necessarily want to use another lockpick down here. I think the items we've been getting are neither here nor there. Oh man, yellow, that's a regular freaking fight.
All right.
Oh, it's this guy.
This is ineffective on this enemy. Watch out.
Oh man, this guy is particularly good with a lot of stuff.
Prepare yourself. Finish it. Persona.
I'm trying to remember what he's got.
Ice is ineffective on this enemy.
This
Watch
is my
out.
other self.
Put him on the ground. Don't resist. I knew you could do it, Fox.
All right. Yeah, we can do this.
What a grouch. Just be the better man and act the opposite.
Okay, act the opposite. Of course. Yeah, that's. For fuck's sakes. Alright. My chair is fixed, my computer is fixed, life is good, the dream! I have to look this stuff up. I fucking hate this mechanic so much. It flat out doesn't make sense and nobody convinced me otherwise. Is it middle?
Surprising. I see. I am thou.
Thank you.
Thou art I.
Such a stupid mechanic. Remarkably stupid. And a lot of it I think is because of the translation from Japanese to English. Do we have doubles of stuff in here? We do.
Your power's incredible, Joker.
Okay.
It's almost as bad as, you know, some of the things that they used to do back in the day with games to
Shadow spotted.
you know, incentivize you to buy a game guide. Like game design or mechanics so obscure that it'd be borderline impossible to figure out without a guide. We're at 50. I need
Is it just
75.
me, or do we get the weirdest teachers at our school?
Yeah.
Correct.
Some of the questions we get in class are out there.
Shadow is near. Take
All right, the first move is ours. Doesn't have a weakness, but I think we could make it angry.
That's what I thought. Like, no weaknesses.
It's no war out there every day. You can't hide from me. You gotta
Uh,
break the rules, but you could
It has no weakness. Our best chance is to make it confused.
look alike on the face of it. They need the history, but they fight all the place in it. Did they fight all the
It might not have a weakness. Maybe try making it sleepy.
Let's
Get it!
but there ain't no other way.
All right.
I am thou.
Nice move.
wow, you survived that?
It might not have a weakness. Maybe try making it sleepy.
Persona! Hold on.
Ice is ineffective on this enemy. Watch out! It has no
So I can
physical
use
weakness.
Nuke
So let's use an emotional weapon. Fear.
or Psy.
Persona!
It's no war out there every day. You can't hide.
Saka!
You gotta break by the rules.
There!
You gotta knock in the face of history. When you
Panzer's off her feet! Are you alright?
What?
Incredible.
Joker, your speed's been lowered. Enemy is annihilated! Queen, you're so awesome.
The only weakness was the friends made along the way. Of course. Alright, level 35 is good.
New power!
Alright, now we're talking. Medium to all foes. There we go.
Okay.
Shadow defeated! Let's go, Joker.
The Wu-Tengu clan.
Excellent.
My God. So Jose is there, but we've got not enough. We still need 2 more stamps or 11. What? No. 16 more flowers? Sorry, Jose. Gonna have to wait. Uh-oh.
Joker, a treasure chest! Let's open it!
Alright, we can just run him over. Two whole chests without a lock? This is my birthday? Oh, Blue, we actually have to fight.
They noticed
Excuse me.
us. Let's dispose of them before they make any noise.
Alright, this is gonna get awkward now.
New
Oh
weakness.
god, an Oni in this
Enemy
guy?
has no physical weakness. So let's use an emotional
That's
one. Has no
awful.
weakness. But we can try overwhelming it with despair. Persona!
Wow. Okay.
It's no war out there every day. You can't hide from me. You gotta break by the rules, but you keep running out in the face of
Let's go. I recommend attacking any enemy who has a status ailment. This one.
Let's go. Prepare yourself.
Nice! Damn, it worked!
Zone out.
Didn't knock them on their ass though.
All right.
One enemy is in despair, so psychokinesis would be a good move.
All right, let me take a moment here.
Besides words, I have nothing.
Persona!
It's no war event every day. You can't hide from me. You gotta pray for the boost where you creep.
Persona.
Nice one! They're at your mercy!
How does that not knock them on their butt?
Doesn't seem to have a weak. Well, if it has no weaknesses, why not try brainwashing it? Take that! Persona!
Yay, 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 yay. Two personas with no weaknesses, and neither of them want to go down with technical. Is a bad time. Massive waste of SP.
I can feel it.
That was a bit lucky, that one. We didn't actually check to see if we could run into him.
We've reached the platform. We ought to be able to descend from here.
Oh, that's the whole floor. Alright.
I can see it.
Isn't this form of mine the coolest?
It's more cute than cool.
Oh, it hurts. It hurts. On never ceases to put Morgana in his place. Ah, another roadblock. All right, well. We just do this.
I'll just add this.
And head back down. Because really, if we're gonna be here and we're not a high enough level to just plow everything over, we should probably keep at it. Parents were visiting me for the long weekend and drove home today, then went and got a COVID test and mom's positive, so now I gotta get a test. Oh, Lord. It's hard not to pick up in places now. You really have to keep on top of it. I mean, man, so like, fun story, so one of my grandmother's caregivers from before COVID, who my grandmother adored, and we all loved her. She's amazing lady. Surprise visited us here the other day, and brought her son. And when they got to the door, son still has a mask on, but she doesn't. She forgot it in the car. And I don't think she was just thinking about it. She was just excited to come see us because she hadn't seen us in almost 3 years, if not 3 years. And so I answered the door, and I was excited to see her. I was like, "Oh, I'm so happy to see you're doing well. I'll let you and Mom catch up." And she was like, "Mr. Adam now." She's Jamaican's terrible Jamaican accent, I apologize. "Mr. Adam now, I can't let you go away without giving me a hug now." So I turned around and I'm thinking, I got Mom behind me who's got a mask on. I don't have my mask on at the time. And I don't want to be like, "Hold on, I gotta get my mask before," and I didn't want to like make her wait, and I'm trying to make like a split decision in my mind, and I'm like, what in the fuck I'm gonna do? Because I know she's fine. Like the odds of her having anything is basically as close to zero as you could get. But in my mind, I'm like, oh my god, I can't, because I'm still in full alert mode from living here with Mom and my grandmother. But I have to do it. I give her the hug, and I bounced, and I was like, Jesus, take the wheel. But like beyond that, everywhere I go, any public space, anything, I've got an N99 mask on. Alcohol wipes fucking everywhere. Alcohol, like hand sanitizers and shit. Because I need to, we're so close. We are so close to having the house done, and for us to be moved out of here, that if we managed to get COVID in the 11th hour before leaving here, it would be fucking brutal. I'm just like, man, we're just right there. I don't even eat in public. I don't even eat in public. I ain't about that life. Em and I did that once or twice at most in the last 2 years, and it was during like downturns in COVID. There ain't no downturn in COVID anymore. My drive-through window is as close as I get. Or like walking in to pick up my food and leave immediately. I can't. And I don't even like doing that. Because it's like, for me, it's like, do I absolutely need to be here right now? And the answer is usually no. But we're so close. We're so fucking close. Yeah, employees and stuff in most places here aren't wearing masks anymore. And that's a real fucking bitch. As far as I'm concerned, I think that essential services,
What do you want to do, Joker?
truly essential services, should still be wearing masks. They do at the hospital. But like places where the elderly have to go, they don't have a choice. Like grocery stores, pharmacies,
The platform. Shall we continue?
you know, things like that. I think that should probably still be mask mandated. For now. Like we get like
I can see it.
like it can't like it not necessarily like that it has to be forever. But we're not so out of the woods yet that I think that I'm okay with like people getting back to some sort of normalcy, but masking is such a simple fucking thing for the moment. Until we get an Omicron-specific booster for the elderly, for example, would probably be a good benchmark.
Don't forget about your weaknesses too, okay?
Oh, mister. Doing good?
Apparently not, because we've been in lockdown for so long. The other viruses are hitting harder. I had a friend out with the flu for $2. That's not the virus getting stronger or anything of that nature. In fact, we almost I think there's rumor or they're looking into it, but we might have accidentally, with masking and social distancing, killed off one of the major flu strains. However, if that person was sheltered inside and perhaps stress, not eating as well, vitamin D deficiencies, things of that nature, immune system will take a hit, for sure, and things like that can hit a bit harder. Well, I don't think, I don't know, bro. I mean, I don't know what it's like over there, but over here, politicians are doing the opposite. They're more or less just everything, it's like everything's just back to normal. Except for hospitals, really. Like, truly here, it's just, you know, maybe transit, I think, is maybe another, like, but, and that's for masking. Like, social distancing is completely up to each individual establishment. You know, it's all but quote unquote back to normal. Like the politicians here are doing the opposite of that. Dizzy on all foes, confuse, fear. I think this is still probably the way to go. Stock up on these is always nice to have. Ooh, another weapon to transmute. More armor. 150. Yeah, back to normal greetings like tonsil licking, exactly. Cases are constantly going down, and master only required in scan a few places. However, they're already paving the way for more shit this fall. It's an endless yo-yo of madness, and I want off this planet. I mean, I don't like. What do you want? Like, what do you expect of them? So right now, you're telling me that they're kind of like whatever, except for hospitals. But then they're getting ready for it in the fall. I mean, what do you want from them? To just not do anything ever again? Like whatever? I guess it's really what it comes down to is, can your hospital system withstand the barrage of COVID patients taking away from the hospital being able to do all of their other normal activities? And if it's struggling, then the only answer is to attempt to, as best as possible within reason, cull the number of people that are in for COVID. So public health measures to reduce that possibility. Your hospitals were near empty last winter?
Let's rest for a few.
Well, aren't you guys fucking lucky? Our hospitals are still battling having too many COVID patients. Because people are actually getting admitted to the hospital with things for other than COVID, but then bring COVID in, and then COVID is spreading within the hospital wings.
Let's do it.
Wait, did I just go up? No, I guess, oh well, yeah, I guess it doesn't really matter. Like, we are, like relatively routine, checkups and stuff that require a hospital visit are so far, like, they're over a year booked up, like, thousands and 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 thousands. We're about 90% as well. But I mean, I guess my question is, what do you think the government is getting out of extreme lockdowns? Like, what do you believe they are like benefiting
Hey, that's a rare one.
from?
Psychokinetic moves should help here. It won't be a problem. Persona! Psychokinetic moves should help here. It won't be a problem. I couldn't finish it. It's no war.
You know, 'cause, like currently the global economy is in the toilet. So any way that you intentionally
Advice here?
restrict your economy further, I mean, you're in the you're further in the toilet.
Persona! Rabbit snap!
They're all knocked down.
Let's go.
That was incredible, Joker. Okay, guys. Let's do
Okay.
it. They were nothing.
Because I think the more uneasy thing about where we're at with COVID right now, especially without an Omicron-specific booster to really nip it in the bud, is long COVID. So even if you survive COVID, even with mild symptoms, long COVID has been hitting portions of the population extraordinarily hard and in ways that
Come on, can't you pick up the pace? Let's blast
is
through here.
devastating
No,
both
Skull.
from an
Saying
economic
that is
perspective
rushing
in that
means
they
less
often
gain.
just flat out can't work, and a medical perspective in which they're a enormous burden on the medical sector. Right? So, like, we can, the stat is like, all right, well, Omicron is, for whatever reason, whether it be a combination of general vaccine status plus previous exposure throughout a population and any other factors, become less severe, at the very least, most beneficially, because it doesn't seem to go far enough or further into the respiratory tract like Delta did. It seems to sit high, which is much easier to treat and survive. You know, outside of that, it doesn't seem to lead to you know, less severe long COVID issues per se, despite that fact, while also being far more easily spread than previous variants.
Treasure.
So, like with Omicron, it's less about the severity up front and more about the number of people that can get it within a short window, plus the plus long COVID being still
This car has a bunch of funny.
a point of concern.
I see the platform. Should we keep going?
Yeah, because the other thing about COVID is that reinfection seems to be somewhere in the neighborhood of 3 to 6 months, depending on the individual. Yeah, it's a weird and wild thing. We just don't fucking know that much about it yet. That I think we should be completely letting the tires fall off over just yet. But unfortunately, we're in the middle of a more or less global recessionary period. And so the banks need us to both not spend any money, but also make all the money.
What do you think? Isn't my ride the...
I can feel it.
And so, they will likely keep, in many places, they'll likely keep the restrictions to a minimum.
Now's our chance to strike! Go! What's my next move? Doesn't seem to have a weakness. Let's try making it
I believe our bodies are also adapting to the virus and not only the other way around. That's not necessarily how that works, though. Our bodies only adapt to what to a degree based on what they're exposed to. And not everything is... how do I put this? Not everything, like the old idiom, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, doesn't actually hold up every time.
Persona!
It is, from like a sciencey perspective, our best guess as to why Omicron has been less severe in terms of like statistical analysis would be previous infections within a demographic plus vaccination level plus like I was mentioning, Omicron sits higher in the respiratory system and doesn't impact the lungs like Delta and previous versions of the disease did. That's really the biggest benefit. Because like Delta and previous, like legit dumpstering lungs permanently for life. So like this sitting higher, it still affects the lungs, but it doesn't hit it like the other earlier variants did.
I suppose this is it.
What's the plan?
Yeah, but so our thing right now that we're only more recently getting any data on to speak of is how long does both natural and vaccinated immunity or resistance last,
Seem to have a weakness. Let's try making
and
it
how
easy.
that trends across across demographics. And because it's so early, really hard to tell.
I am thou.
Oh yeah, I need to put him to sleep, didn't I? Fuck.
Persona!
Doesn't have a weakness, but I think we could make it angry.
Let's go. Not this. Next up.
Yeah.
All right.
Persona!
Besides words,
Don't forget this feeling. We took them all out.
Heads up, STEM! It's going well. We're just grinding it out in the lower levels of where we can go here right now.
Huh? That was a little too easy.
We can't run everything over anymore. We actually have to fight once in a while. Yeah. Yeah. One way or another, I personally believe that masks should still, at this juncture, you know, aside from being in restaurants, if you want to go there yourself and you're sitting down and eating,
There's an enemy.
places like that, I think they should probably still be. Because the people aren't going to do it naturally. I mean, we've seen this. I mean,
Made
the
it to
people will
platform.
just.
What now?
people will just continue on as if nothing is happening. Yes, that's the general consensus with many diseases, is that they, as it continues, it wants to infect as many people as possible. So the general thought is that any disease will trend towards spreading instead of becoming more potent. That doesn't mean that those two things are mutually exclusive. They can happen simultaneously. They can become more infectious and more deadly. There are diseases in modern record the last 100 years of that being the case. I can't think of them off the top of my head. But regardless, yes, that was Omicron's thing. The more impressive thing about Omicron is that when they were sequencing it, it looks like, based on what well, it's been a few months, probably 3 months since I've read anything on where research for Omicron is in this regard. If anything new's happened, I don't know. But where it looked like some version of a Delta strain jumped to an animal. I think it was rodents. It jumped to rodents possibly, and then jumped back, which is about as serendipitous as you could possibly get, and resulted in largely what we have right now. It didn't look like, based on like the family tree, so to speak, of COVID, where Omicron appears and the manner in which it appears in the tree points in the direction of it not being just like a natural progression. If it stayed within humans, it points to having jumped out and back in again. Oh, you haven't played Roll yet? Did you play the original?
See it.
Yeah, I did hear. I mean, I've heard that it is that, like I said, yeah, that lines up with what I heard. It's a fusion. It's a fusion, but it doesn't look like it was born of just a normal progression so much as it may have actually jumped out of the human sequencing and back again, which would be fucking nutty. Which also got conspiracy nuts fucking kicking, because the assumption was
The Phantom Thieves live in the
that that was actually like Omicron was actually a lab
There's an enemy.
induced
Be careful.
variant.
2 weak ice attacks are out. They're weak.
This is a terrible combo of guys.
Overwhelming it with despair. Okay. I recommend attacking any enemy who has a status ailment. This one.
Let's go. Die!
Nice one. They're at your mercy.
Man, that does so much fucking damage. Or not enough damage is what I really wanted to say.
Go down.
Cool. Looking cool, Joker. All right, there. Launch the baton and follow up. Take this. Ultimate. You're so gorgeous, Panther.
You can't do this!
Sorry, bro, I need the experience.
What was that?
Good one, Fox.
Amazing.
Persona doesn't seem to have a weakness. Let's try making it dizzy. Take that!
Persona! Prepare yourself.
That one is no joke. Be careful.
Huh. Well, I hope it made you stronger, Holy.
Awaiting orders.
A lot of people that got hit with COVID, it basically crippled them for life. So if you got stronger on the back of it, then you have been, you have done extraordinarily well.
But don't relax yet.
Oh God, they're going next? Fuck me. Okay.
It's clearly inferior. Wind attacks. Let's go. I recommend attacking any enemy who has a status ailment.
I am thou.
It's clearly we are the better fighters. Use fire attacks to hit its weak point.
Let's go. Take this!
Keep it going, Fox.
Lend me a hand. Here comes.
Pass the baton and follow up.
Persona!
The opponent's weak. Gunshots won't work. It's clearly inferior. Win with we are the better fighters. Use fire. Less skills will work here. We are the better fighters.
All right, we can do bless to do both.
Mitra! You're mine.
Ooh, very nice.
Oh my God, the damage.
Nice work, team.
Way up, I feel blessed. Wow, strength incense? Word?
All right.
Okay. Hey, Giant, welcome back.
Is everyone all right?
How you doing, buddy?
The platform. That takes care of this area.
All right, we already got that. Nothing here. Oh, I'm not too bad, Giant. My back is kind of fucked. Low back is a little fucked today, but other than that, not too bad. Yeah, it's Persona 4, you're hearing Persona 4 music at the end of the battles because I'm wearing all the outfits.
I'll just add this.
Yeah, well, I mean, the thing is about COVID studies and stuff, as we've seen out of South Africa, which is arguably the greatest place on the planet for COVID research, and the veracity of their data versus basically any other country on the planet. Like, as we've seen that, every country's tried to loosely figure out how to accurately apply models. The problem is that based on racial genetic factors, and a myriad of other factors, general health of the population, general age of the population, the weather of places, you know, what's vitamin D levels in Africa versus vitamin D levels in, like, the UK, for example. Well, the UK would have abysmal vitamin D levels versus Africa, not to mention an entirely different, like, on average, an entirely different genetic makeup for the vast majority of the population. It's very difficult to apply that data. All you can do is take, like, you can take some of the general stuff, but it's very challenging. Like here, for example, I mean, our vaccination rate is... Let's see. We're just shy of 83% with the full vaccine rounds, and I believe we have a decent chunk of our very old population, like my father has his fourth. But the challenge is that we do have an older population, and we have, generally speaking, pretty low vitamin D levels, which seems to be, vitamin D has been linked awfully hard with not necessarily immunity, but the severity of the disease when you have it. And so age and vitamin D levels here, certainly, and then just generally speaking, the health of the majority of the population here. So when COVID moves through, it can hit pretty hard, whereas other places it'd be different. Well, yeah, that as well, Wibble, yes. But yeah, it was always about the management of how many people were in hospital at any given time, so that the hospital can treat everyone to the best of their ability, not just for COVID, but for everything else that they have to do in a normal run of a day. The number of people that are getting vaccinated, I think, is more or less plateaued. We're not seeing, like, the vaccine rate jump back up. You'll only start seeing that if...
That internet sure is full of information. Oh, mister.
Yeah, plenty of useless
if you, like, let's say long COVID really starts to rear its head, people would start to get nervous about it, but otherwise, yeah. Like, this is a great example of if people don't get informed at all, they'll just pretend, like, they just pretend it doesn't exist. So, we hit a point after we changed over our governments where they just flat out stopped reporting things more than once a week, and then the stuff that they did report on, the way in which they reported it was way more vague. And more or less, like, bordering on cherry-picked. And so, the general assumption amongst the population then just becomes, oh, okay, well, things are fine. And that's especially the case amongst the younger, healthier population, where they'll have, you know, everyone now has at least a few people that have had COVID at least once. Like, oh, they came out and they're okay. But, again, the narrative is so self-centered that it's always counterproductive. So it's not about, am I going to survive with this shit, or, you know, or am I going to survive with this shit? Is, you know, I may survive, but I may also pass it to a number of people that aren't going to survive, or I may actually personally spread it to other people that will put a larger burden on the hospital system. And that's really the big problem, because even in the States with the juiced up privatized healthcare, systems were in some fucking serious trouble, and in some places they still aren't completely out of the water. So, like, that's the bigger problem. But yet, like, people, but like, depending on your culture of the country that you're in, this is my opinion, you're not always going to be able to persuade people to do something that's at the benefit of the greater good and not just themselves. So, like, the things that get people to go out and get vaccines. Oh, you're gonna fucking die tomorrow. Oh, your dick's gonna fall off. Oh, shit. All right, I'm getting it tomorrow then. Get me in there as fast as possible. All right? But the unfortunate counter-reality to that is that the greater good is actually the bigger problem, because you need to be able to have a hospital running with some efficiency so that when non-COVID things happen, everything doesn't fall off. Or, for example, your hospital workers aren't so overworked that they literally can't fucking function anymore, and then you have the collapse of the fucking healthcare system. Because what a lot of people don't realize is that even in the privatized sector in the US, where they have a lot more leeway than they might in places like Canada, where it is government funded and the system was stretched to begin with, is that a lot of nurses, specifically, feel a bordering on unhealthy duty to the patients that walk through the doors of the hospital to be there even if they themselves are on their fucking deathbed. So the system can abuse that and actively abuses that in more ways than one. The general public abuses it. The government of any location, especially if it's not privatized, they abuse the fuck out of it. And that's the bigger problem, is that you're riding on zero. You feel it's a false sense of security.
Persona!
But then, you know, when you are in a place where it's like, oh, well, I need to get a CAT scan, or I need to get an MRI, or I need to get, I need to have any kind of specialty test done kind of thing. There's a lot of places right now that are so backlogged that you're going to be waiting fucking insane amounts of time to be able to get access to it, unless you pony up a shitload of money to get it done. And even that can be difficult in places.
Persona! Saka! Go down!
They're all knocked down!
Do not
That
move a
was
muscle.
incredible, Joker!
And I think that actually bothers me more than anything else. And actually, really, it doesn't just annoy me, it makes me very angry, is that healthcare workers get abused like fucking mad. It's insane. It's fucking insane. It's one of those things where it's like,
I'm yawning.
it's almost like out of sight, out of mind, right?
Hey, that's
Like
the
you
last
aren't
one.
using the system actively right now, so you don't see it, and so it's just secondhand account, and then like, you can sometimes, people will
You oppose that?
just have the excuse in their mind that, oh, it can't really be that bad, you know, oh, they're just exaggerating, etc., etc.
Persona! Ravage them!
They're all knocked down!
No
That
sudden
was
movements.
incredible, Joker!
Let's go!
If that's the case, Holy, then that's wonderful, and you guys are extremely lucky. Extremely lucky.
Okay.
A complete victory.
Because again, even here where we're more or less 83% vaccinated with a good portion of the elderly population now hitting their 4th dose, it's still not
Must be
eased
something
up
good inside.
on hospitals because of the demographics here.
Oh,
It's still like, it's still hitting hard. It hit because it's a mixture of stuff, right? It gets into the healthcare worker population where they have to take extended periods of time off.
hey, that's a rare one. Don't let it escape. Out of harm's way. Hey, shut your mouth.
I am thou. Out of the way! Persona! There!
They're all knocked down. That was incredible, Joker. This'll end
With this power. Okay,
That enemy was really weak.
I have something.
We got the rare floor, boys.
Hey, that's a rare one. Don't let it escape. Finish it for me. Hey, shut your mouth.
Persona! Go down!
They're all knocked down.
Let's go!
That was incredible, Joker. Finish him.
Okay. I have
That was an
something.
easy battle.
Yeah, it's yeah. It is what it is. I just wish that it wasn't so hard to get like people like for example. All right, so for example, Canada just like here today or whatever yesterday, government announced that they're like doing a weapon buyback. They're doing a weapon sale freeze on pistols, putting more restrictions on weaponry, magazines restricted to 5 rounds, things of that nature. Of course, things that were already in the works, but hit even more hard after what happened in Texas and in Buffalo as of late, and people will rally behind saving weapons more than they'll rally behind wearing a simple fucking mask
Oh, mister.
for the time being
Doing good?
to help the people around them. It's fucking bonkers to me, man. People are so fucking weird.
I can feel it.
Like perfectly natural to be like, oh yeah, okay, well, you know, we should just hire like ex-military to lock down every school in the country and turn every school into bordering on a prison with like metal detectors and armed guards and all this other shit. And that's perfectly fine, but the masks are a step too far.
Fits me like a glove.
Arm the teachers, arm the kids, bulletproof backpacks. Tell them to throw rocks at the guys.
Intel is the most important. Keep your eyes
Cloth
peeled during
masks
the
for
day.
the 20 minutes you're
I've
inside a
been doing
grocery
that.
store?
But
Now
people are saying
hold
I
the
look like
fuck
even more
on.
of an asshole than before.
Joker, we need to defeat them quickly. Two weaklings.
Now let's not get hasty.
Well, if it has no weaknesses, why not try brainwashing it? I'll use my persona weakness, but I think we could make it angry.
Fuck, I hate this combo of friggin' enemies.
Panther's all for feet!
I knew that was gonna fucking miss when I needed it to not miss.
Enemy who has a status ailment.
You fucking tool.
I lend it. It didn't work.
Oh yeah, blocks ice. I'm doing real well here.
There.
No holds barred. Seems they can still fight. Take this! Such a pain. Queen,
Let's go.
Your speed's lowered.
Prepare yourself.
Panther, your agility is lowered.
Come. Ravage now.
Joker took one out. All right.
Do it.
Okay,
Next.
I can feel it.
We're at the platform. Now we can move on to the next area.
Boom, boom. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. The COVID thing fucking riles me up. I think a lot of it's because you know, I'm obviously with Marcel and she's a nurse and in the midst of all this shit, and I mean, when you've got people just saying everyone go back to normal and don't wear, you know, fuck masks and, you know, if you get it, you get it and whatever, who cares, you know. And then you look at the hospital and there's a like 30 to 40% nurse shortage, and they're hiring nurses now with no interviews as long as they have any mild experience, even if it's not relative to the ward they're being put in. And, you know, M herself has been flipped from morning to night shift 2 times in a 7-day period, which is technically not ever supposed to happen. And now they're closing down beds in the psych ward because they physically do not have enough nurses to keep ratio, even though it's kind of been like that for a while. But now it's like they got really scared because the other night they were getting down to until the last, like the 11th hour, like the last minute, they had one nurse that was going to be covering the entire floor of the psych ward. One nurse and a couple security guards for like 30 plus patients. And the floor that M is on is where they stick the majority of the what's the term for it? They're the ones the cops bring in. Let's put it that way. So, yeah, it's really not good. No, they're, oh my god, my brain's latching onto it, the wrong term right now. Oh my fucking god. Anyway. Doesn't really matter. What level are we at right now? The term will randomly fucking come to me. Alright, we're 36. We're starting to run shy on SP. We can probably head back up. Forensic! That's the term! Forensic. See, I knew it would randomly pop into my fucking head. Which is the term applied for, like, you know, the cops brought them in. They've probably had, you know, they're like assault charges, or they've been physically violent with somebody, etc., etc.
Let's do it. I should write something.
So the shortage here, so I can speak to the shortage here. So the shortage here is a mixture of things. I'm just gonna turn the TV off here for a second while I talk about this so I can think, because my brain is full of fuck. So, like, step one here is, even though we train a large number of nurses, many of them leave the province to go for higher paying positions elsewhere in the country or into the States. Just like any other thing here in Nova Scotia, where we have the more post-secondary education institutions per capita than anywhere else in the country, we have like the highest rate of brain drain, because we have like all this, you know, subsidized education, but no jobs to back them up on the other end, and so everyone just drains the system of the money for education and then leaves the province to go make money elsewhere. And that's similar with nursing. You'll see a lot of them go out west, or you'll see a lot of them go into some of the closer to the border states to do nursing instead. Also, so that's part of it. The other part of it is simply the number of positions that the hospitals are filling because of budgetary reasons. So that's a part of the problem. Canada's healthcare in general, and more specifically I can speak to Nova Scotia's, is a bureaucratic fuck show with way too many middle management, like, eating up an enormous amount of money. 40% of our provincial budget goes to healthcare, and our system is not reflective of that whatsoever. It's way too inefficient, and there has been a lot of wasted spending and money not going to where it needs to go for decades. One of my aunts was a civil engineer for the hospital system here for a number of years, and she just about fucking sent herself into the sun because it was almost impossible to accomplish anything, and it was painful to fucking look at how the system ran. So that's part of it too, is that they are run as a bordering on skeleton crew, even without a pandemic happening. Then you have wage issues, then you have skeleton crew almost as a point of function, and then you have a pandemic that kicks in on top of all of that. Okay, that's a problem now. Now you've got nurses up front, early days, lots of nurses too afraid to go to work. There weren't proper measures put in place because obviously everyone was trying to figure all this shit out up front. Lots of nurses were staying home. Many nurses quit nursing altogether during this time. Then you have a later stage where nurses completely burnt out and left the profession. They weren't being compensated. They weren't being treated well. And they were going in every day for like fucking marathon sessions and getting completely fucking wiped in these COVID wards for months and months and months on end in human fucking working conditions and getting nothing out of it and just completely burnt out. Nobody can mentally fucking handle that forever, and many of them left to go do literally anything other than nursing. So there's that, or they went on extended mental health breaks in order to recuperate. So that was another hit to the system. Then you had a number of them that eventually actually started getting COVID and were out of the system. Then you had a point in time where there was a number of nurses that did not want to get vaccinated because despite what you might believe about people that would enter the medical field, They don't believe their own fucking colleagues that their entire life specialty is determining whether or not, vaccines are a good idea or other medical advice. Not to mention the fact that they already have to have a whole host of vaccines to even be in the medical profession to begin with as a nurse, but they wouldn't take these. And eventually, because COVID was getting into the hospitals and spreading and killing people, the government made the insanely tough choice to permanently lay off any healthcare worker that was not vaccinated or begun getting a vaccination series by a certain date. We lost, I think, in Nova Scotia, some 300 healthcare professionals. Those aren't all nurses. That can be anyone that works within the healthcare field, from like janitorial services in hospitals on up. So there's that. We lost some to that. And now more recently, it's they get COVID, they have to be out for a few days at the very least. And if they have long COVID, it's worse. Also, the general burnout because they've been understaffed for so long that nurses are working more hours than they would naturally, and yeah, they make a little more money in overtime, but then they get burnt out, and then they have to take extended leaves. Marcel has at least 2 friends that had to take extended leaves for mental health reasons, and actually go to therapy. It's a fucking war zone. It's a fucking godforsaken war zone. So, and that's another point too. So we are in Nova Scotia. We are entering this shift where a ton of nurses are about to retire. We brought nurses out of retirement to help with this thing. But in general, we have a whole wave of people about to retire, and we do not have, full stop, enough people, even in school right now. If every one of them were to stay, we still would not have enough to replenish the retirees. So this is like a multi-decade worth buildup of horrible choices and an abused system, and continued to be ignored. A myriad problems for so long, and then a pandemic came along, and it was the straw that broke the camel's back. Now, mind you, it wasn't a straw so much as maybe a straw that had the atomic weight, or had a straw that had the gravitational weight and pull of a black hole, but it was the straw that broke the camel's back and exposed every weakness in the system. And so now, what do you have happen here in Nova Scotia? Well, in Nova Scotia, we had the Progressive Conservatives run on a platform that was exclusively healthcare based, and won exclusively on that. So it's, is wild. But in the States, it's not a lot better. Travel nurses in the States right now are making upwards of $150,000 because there are so many shortages in so many places that if you have a driver's license and you're licensed to be a nurse in the States, there are people that are like jumping between hospitals, working crazy hours, but making absolutely incredible money because there's no workers. There's just no workers. Nothing. Well, no, and it's not blaming. Like, there's nobody that could blame traveling nurses. I mean, they're filling a desperate need and getting compensated for it. The ones that are getting screwed are ironically the ones that aren't doing the traveling nurse gig and they're just working continuously in a singular position. Those are the ones getting boned, and the ones that are getting boned the hardest are the ones in places like Canada where it's public health care, where the government just flat out does not have the money to be compensating nurses appropriately.
Let's do it.
And as far as I'm concerned, a lot of it is because most of the money is just flat out wasted. Horrifically wasted. Because anything that becomes one of the downsides is, as good as it is to have healthcare where if you break a leg you're not going to go into bankruptcy. when the government's controlling anything, everything has a procedure, everything has paperwork, everything has a very specific thing that has to be done so that everything can always be tracked and traced all the way through as best as possible for the government purposes. And it slows everything to a halt, and it makes everything twice as expensive, and it's just... wild.
Pursue rehabilitation with all your body and soul.
Time, you're asking now? One of my fae begins searching.
You're asking now? Alright, we're at 36, which opens up not a lot. We got Anubis, Thunderbird, Kaiwan, and Thoth.
I see. This
Oh, it's this
is
guy.
certainly a powerful persona.
No, no, no. Weak to Psy. Okay. Oh, he's got almighty damage. Okay.
That's a pretty strong one.
Alright, taking the Star Arcana literally. So, null the gun, null the Psy, weak to nuke. We can give Zionga. This is actually not a bad one for us to do. Honestly, that's a good possibility there, because we get rid of a couple of our crappy ones, combine some of the skills that we don't, that we could use more effectively with more magic. So that's not a bad choice.
It is
We don't
neither
have
remarkable
anything
nor
in
unremarkable.
Sun, sadly. To make that more useful.
You okay with this?
Judgment. Don't we have one level into Judgment? I mean, this would be lovely to have, but no extra levels
It
makes
is
that
neither
kind of
remarkable nor unremarkable.
This would level up like 5 friggin' times. Oh, this also has Zionga. That's not bad. What is this? Okay, it's him and him. Alright. I mean, okay. I can always bring him back out if I want. It's got good magic. Maybe we should go for this one. We can give this a shot. Looks like a friggin' Pokemon. One sec, use the washroom, guys. Be right back. Oh, that's dope, Adam. Always nice to clean the setup a little bit. Get a little neater. Yeah, this is where Gamba comes in. So when you have the alarm on, it's a special time that that boosts your next fusion substantially. Way better stats and more transferable skills. And so it's very useful for doing your main fusing when this happens, because it really gives you a big boost.
Choose which skills to inherit.
After baton pass, shock, decreases SP cost by half. I mean, I guess. Or increased. Even more damage after a baton pass. It'd be nice to know what that actually ends up being. Probably half is always good to have. Well, normally you can fuse as much as you want, but with the alarm, you'll get one fusion that's boosted, and then the next one will be a mistake fusion, which just gives you a random fucking persona, basically, and not the one that you're trying to get. And then as soon as you leave, or as soon as the failed one is completed, then the alarm stops, and then you're back to normal. So we want Zionga for sure. Despair to everyone might not be bad. So I guess... I'm trying to think of how I want to use this guy. I could just give him all this shit.
Great power indeed.
And then see what happens.
I see.
Terrible stat distribution. Fucking Agidyne? What? Okay. Terrible. This is so fucking weird. What am I gonna... Don't really need... Alright, so one more level and he's gonna have Zeodyne. So the problem with this is that the distribution was so even.
What? Done already? What?
Really, Link?
Pursue rehabilitation with all your body and soul.
Begin searching. I see. This is certainly a powerful persona.
I would love this guy if it wasn't for the fact that we don't have anything to level up with. We haven't even hit Emperor yet as a... Well, we probably might... We probably have access to it, we just never started it.
That's a pretty strong one.
This might get 3 levels. And it's pretty good, but... Like, forget boost? Bruh. I'm gonna go with this one just to see what he
Choose which
gets.
skills to inherit.
Oh wow, we don't... Ha!
Expect a modest gift of
We just have to go with everything. Alright.
I see.
Well, let's see what he gets. That distribution. Terrible. Ooh, so we have Defense Master and Speed Master. Alright, what else does he get? Oh my fucking god, go up. Cyadyne at level 40. Okay. Okay. So he naturally gets Speedmaster. Interesting. Okay. I mean, again, not blowing my socks off.
What? Done already? What?
Whoop. Whoop. My goodness, Adam. My goodness.
Pursue rehabilitation with all your body and soul.
One of my favorite dudes. Get ready for this.
Well,
It is neither remarkable nor unremarkable.
yeah, we already had him. We don't have anyone from
Begin
Devil.
searching.
We don't have anyone for Thunderbird.
I see. This is certainly a powerful persona.
So it's that or Mothman.
You okay with this? Choose which skills to inherit.
Huh.
This should bestow great power. Be reborn.
These chips are way too fucking good for their own good. This should be illegal. That agility boost should be illegal. What is that stat line? And then we're gonna get rid of like most of his useful shit. Oh my god. That is the worst trade deal since NAFTA. Holy shit. Wow. Alright, what does this guy fuse into?
Wisely. Excessive power will only bring about ruin.
Literally nothing to write home about.
You can't handle it.
Wow. Yikes.
Done all finished already? What?
So maybe we'll go for the other one. You know you've got yourself yourself together when you're up at 4:30 a.m. completing a DBS check application form that was due in yesterday for processing, but you ignored it for 2 weeks and forgot about it. Working 3 hours. Bro. Naily! Pull yourself together, man!
Pursue rehabilitation with
Alarm
all
time!
your
Inmate,
body
prepare
and soul.
for the choose wisely.
Oh, fuck's sake.
Get ready for this. That's a pretty strong one. Choose which skills to inherit.
Expect a mob. I see.
Well, good news, Naily. You get some Gamba for a short time, anyway. For this creepy fuck. Why so many points into strength? Why do you hate me? Oh god, defense master. Alright. Terrible. Terrible. Good magic, though. $35 magic is no joke, although it is level 39, so I mean that makes sense. I will hold on to this as an option.
What? Done already? What?
Your minions have a speech
I
impediment.
should write something.
It's not their native language, you know. I have to forgive them.
Pursue rehabilitation with all your body and soul.
Allah, prepare for the get ready for this. I see. Choose which skills to inherit.
Expect a modest gift of power.
At least I don't have to, like, look through a list. I have to choose all of them. I have no choice. Makes my life a little easier. Oh, the strength again with the boost, bruh. Alright, I don't mind those getting swapped. Light gun to all foes. And light gun, okay. I mean, alright. We've got a high strength stat now. You know, I mean, it's just kind of mediocre because it's not doing any one thing well.
What? Done already? What?
I don't want to hear it.
Let's do it.
I will save it as an option. Because we don't know how this thing's gonna roll yet. So anything that even approaches kind of okay. we gotta take?
Pursue rehabilitation with all your
Alarm time.
body
One
and
of my
soul.
favorite duties. Begin searching. I see. This is certainly a powerful choose which skills to inherit.
Expect a modest both of you to work.
Come on, baby. Alright. That's a better start. Strength is still getting more than I'd like to see. Why is it so obsessed with getting rid of Defense Master? Yikes. Not worth. The unfortunate thing is this thing's leveling up enough to get 3 different skills.
What? Done already? What?
This guy with, high magic getting Cyodyne would be pretty amazing.
Pursue rehabilitation with all your
There
body
is an
and
alarm
soul.
in effect. One of my favorite. Begin searching. Choose which skills to inherit.
Expect a modest. Well, well.
Wow. Am I looking at a perfect distribution? Everything got the exact same spread. What the fuck? I'm getting trolled. I'm getting trolled. I'm getting trolled.
What? Done already? What?
Actually, wait. Let me see what this guy
Alarm time in
fuses into.
Prepare for this is an alarm fusion.
Wait, Kaiwan is considered a DLC? What? Coincidentally, will form Mothman.
You can't handle it.
Strong, 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 repel, weak to fire. Okay.
It is neither remarkable nor unremarkable.
Alright, another list of kind of
Excessive power will only
whatevers.
bring about ruin. Done already? Finished already? What?
Alright, good night, Link. Have a good one, buddy.
Pursue rehabilitation with all
There is
your
an alarm
body
in
and
the
soul.
Prepare for the begin searching. That's a pretty strong one. Choose which skills to inherit.
Expect a modest gift. I see.
Put these away before I eat the whole bag. Shit's dangerous, man. It's dangerous. Oh, God! This guy's trolling me. He's trolling me. Oh, and it's Zionga that's gonna be... Fucking lol. Wow, what a magic boost after that. That's what we want after a first round of high magic boosting.
Finished already?
This guy could legit hit 40. Like 40 magic. Not that I'm necessarily shooting for that, because that would be a really ridiculous roll. We already have a decent one at 35.
Pursue rehabilitation with all your
I'm just,
body
like,
and soul.
I'd be okay with 35. I just would be interested in seeing some other combinations of,
Choose which skills to inherit.
skill swaps.
Expect them. I see.
There, I got both hands now. We can get through this faster. Alright, see, there you go. That's way too much into strength, but we got a better distribution. Double shot, the only one. Okay. Gonna be triple down, and just triple down every time. Oh, see, that was the earn. That magic boost there could have been the one.
What? Done already? What?
Could have been the one.
I should write something.
Whoop, that's not the right button. Let's not get hasty now. Let's not get hasty now. Eye of the
Pursue
Tiger.
rehabilitation with all your body
Eye
and soul.
of the Tiger.
Choose which skills to inherit.
Expect them. Now, let us begin.
Lettuce. It's the eye of the tiger, it's the will of the fight. Rising up to the challenge of a rival. And the last notes of... Oh, God! Opposite of Eye of the Tiger. That's the Eye of Pain. Oh, my Lord! Oh, look away! Don't look at it! Don't look at it! Don't look at it directly in the eyes. It can't hurt you. It can't hurt you if you don't look at it. Oh boy, that was bad. Fuck. Oh my god.
Pursue
That was about as
rehabilitation.
opposite of what we would have wanted to happen as you could get.
Choose which skills to inherit.
Expect them. Now,
Oh my
let us
goodness
begin.
gracious. Wow. Wow. This guy's face reminds me of some like bad cartoon guy or something. Well, you know what he kind of reminds me of? He kind of reminds me a bit of Jim Carrey's character from Lemony Snicket's A Series of Unfortunate Events. This is another... Just... Wow, Assault Dive seems to be the only thing that it wants to change.
Finished already? What?
Patrick Star's evil wizard uncle. That's fair. I would say that's an accurate representation.
Your body and
Begin
soul.
searching. I see. This is certainly choose which skills to inherit.
Expect them. Now, let us begin.
Oh my god, that's an incredible start. A little sad Sio is going, but Cyodyne is on its way, so that doesn't matter as much. And Assault Dive again? Why? Okay, that's a good change for Map Sio, that's fine. And Gatling Blow is good too. But then we get the finger poke of doom at the end there. Oh. Woof. 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 Alright, I might save this one though. We don't need Forget Boost. Do we need Forget to all foes? Seems unlikely. Honestly.
What? Done already? What?
Let's do it.
Oh, Hakuma? Is that who you're thinking of? Or Akuma? Can't remember if it's Hakuma or Akuma.
Pursue rehabilitation with all your body.
I just
and
realized
soul.
something. We probably should be registering our
wish to
fucking
view the
personas.
compendium. You wish to register? Are you certain?
Are any of these the ones that we've used? Yeah, I think so. That's okay. It's kind of whatever. It's not really that important.
Finished already? What?
I should write something. I should write something.
Now, let us
You
observe.
can't handle it. That's a pretty... Choose which skills to inherit.
Whoop.
Expect now. Let us begin.
Yeah, it does kind of look like him, though. I agree. I agree. Alright. I'm okay with that because it went mostly into agility other than magic, and magic's at 30, which is a good start. That's the worst trio that could have happened. Almost the worst trio. Not quite, but almost. Alright, well, I mean, it get updated to Mazionga. And we got a Gatling Blow. Okay, alright. And then it dodged magic altogether. My face win.
What? Done already? What?
My face when... Oh my goodness. Yikes. So promising.
One of my
Meditation
fave
with
begins
all your
searching.
body and soul.
Choose which skills to inherit.
Expect now. Let us begin.
Goodness, 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 goodness. That was rough. Okay. Endurance is a bit excessive, but okay. 31 magic. What is with Sio here? But Map Sio is a good one for us to have, so that's fine. Unless it changes to Diorama, then that's unfortunate. Alright, still only went to 33 magic, so that's... Alright, we can feel a little bit better about ourselves, because that was almost... That was almost something we would have had to have just lived with because of high magic stat. It appears that we hit one of the highest roll magic stats that we're going to get pretty much right out of the gate. Shocker.
Pursue
One of my
rehabilitation
favorite
with all
this
your
is an
body
alarm
and soul.
fuse. Begin searching. Choose which skills to inherit.
Expect them now. Let us begin.
Oh. Oh. Okay. I mean, alright. I mean... Auto Tarakaja is pretty good. But why'd you have to do us dirty with 29 magic? I don't know how I feel about this. I don't know how I feel about this. I feel like 29 magic at level 39 is kind of, especially for a persona that's supposed to be mostly magic based. Clearly, it seems like
already?
a bad time.
Right.
Like I've got personas nearly 10 levels lower than that, if not 10 levels lower than that, with better magic stats.
Pursue rehabilitation with all your body and soul.
What's up, Stamina?
There is an alarm in effect.
Just once in a while now. We're not over gambling. We have reeled it in a bit.
That's a pretty
It tends to
strong one.
happen at the end of our runs in the in Mementos because we tend to unlock the alarm, and then we've leveled up several times, so we tend to do just like one persona gamba.
Choose which skills to inherit.
Expect them now.
We didn't do
Let
it
us
last
begin.
time much because we didn't have amazing options. This one's a pretty decent option, and it will give us the ability to chew up some of our less used personas to pass on some more useful stuff. It's not completely awful, it's not great. Okay. Alright. I mean, sure. Okay. I just don't have any use for such a high strength stat. Now, if I get a strength stat and we get like a really strong physical swap, then yeah, sure, I'll keep it. But just getting like middling Just getting middling attack moves, and then wasting the rest of the stats on like attack instead of magic.
One of my favorite excessive powers will only
Seems
bring about I choose
a
which
bit
skills
silly.
to inherit.
Expect. Now, let us begin.
Oh my lord. Like this would have been like, if you're gonna give me, oh wow, that's such an equal distribution on both. Like if this is what I had, but high attack stat, I might even like, I'd probably keep it, but we got neither. It was just an equal distribution on both, which is just a big old yikes.
What?
We're gonna do a few more of these, and then I think we'll just not bother and go back to the 35 magic, because that was a pretty good roll.
Pursue
There is
rehabilitation.
All things
an
considered.
alarm.
Who would have known?
Excessive power will
Who
only
would have known
bring
that so
about
early we would have had
which skills to inherit.
the likely
Expect
likely end.
both of you to work.
Got lucky, I guess. Sets your expectations high, though. Hey, what up, Kwashi? Okay, great start. Terrible fucking roll for that, but okay, what is it gonna give us? Really terrible. And then didn't even have the niceties to give us high magic stat on the level up. Pain.
Finished already? What?
I mean, I played like 4 hours or more of just regular ass Persona, and we've just been doing Gamba on this for like the last, I don't know, half an hour or so. Just because we were leaving Mementos and we had unlocked an
Pursue
alarm.
rehabilitation with all your body and soul.
Begin
So we're
searching.
just trying to make use of it.
That's a pretty strong. Choose which skills to inherit.
Expect both of you to work.
Whoop. Oh yeah, well yeah, we got a decent grind session. We went from level 33 to 36, I guess. Magorilla has got a fucking, like, yellow gold letter. I don't know what that means. I'm scared. Does that mean it's like some sort of ultra rare get? Medium physical damage to all foes 1 to 2 times. Okay, yeah, that's pretty good. All the physical attacks use HP. I mean, okay, so 30 strength, 31 magic, 28 agility, and we got Deathbound and Mapsio when we're gonna get... Well, like, I wanted to keep Zionga and stuff on because we don't really have a great Zionga use. I was hoping for relatively high magic because he uses Psi. I don't need all foes, I just need one foe. So he gets Cyodyne, so I was kind of hoping to get... Like, I have one roll that we have 35 magic, which is pretty fucking dope, and we got good swaps on the board, too. Getting a map CO swap is good because, like I said, we get Cyanide anyway. So these are like pretty okay. I mean, 30 strength, 31 magic. It's just kind of like middling. I don't like middling personas. Like, you know, like they do physical and magic because it just always feels
This is an alarm
whatever.
fusion.
Like, that's 34 magic right there. So he's pretty good magic, pretty good strength. He's got some decent stuff. He's weak to nuke, but we get a little bit of column A, a little bit of column B. Because the reality is we also have this guy for Psy. And so this is more of a... We get access to Zionga. And we can start battles with this guy. He's got 28 agility, which is pretty damn high. I think it's our highest agility. Yeah. He's close. So we can start the battle with him. We get Speed Master and Defense Master right off the rip. And Deathbound is a good one to pass on too, right? Like that's the other thing you have to keep in mind is maybe we just want to focus on the fact that we can pass some of this shit on too.
Finished already? What?
Like, might not be great on him, but having medium damage to all enemies 1 to 2 times is not bad.jpg to have for other people. So that's, I would say it's between that and the 35 magic variant are our 2 best choices so far. But, like, again, we've got heavy damage dealing for magic in other
Pursue
areas, so
rehabilitation with all your body and soul.
that last one might be a pretty good choice.
It is neither. That's a pretty strong. Choose which skills to inherit.
Expect. I see.
Yeah, this guy, what I've noticed about this guy is he really has a tendency to have a wide distribution. Fucking 3-piece. Okay. I mean, I didn't really want to lose Magarula, but... Alright, never mind, he got Garudine instead. Arguably even better. Okay. Okay. Alright. Alright, so not our best magic stat, but we get better luck and agility, and we get Garudine on him. So I guess it comes down to do we want Garudine, or do we want heavy attack damage to pass on? I feel like that death blow or whatever is a far more uncommon trait than Garudine. But we definitely don't have Garudine on like anyone. Like, this gives us access to Psy, Wind, and Electric with Not the strongest magic, but pretty fucking strong magic. Fuck. This is another tough one. It's another tough one. Fuck.
You can't handle it. You what? Done already? What?
If that was a 35 magic, I'd be dipping.
Let's do it.
I'm gonna still save it though. Oh, no, I didn't want to fuck. It's the same file.
Pursue
This is
rehabilitation
an alarm
with all
fuse. Get
your
ready for
body
this.
and soul.
That's a pretty strong. I choose which skills to inherit.
Expect them. Be reborn.
Okay. Alright. Man. Oh, God. Alright. Come on. What are we getting? Okay. Not a fan of seeing Zionga chosen, because that's like the one thing we really want to hold on to. But Sio going map size good. Assault Dive being upgraded is good. 31 magic is a good start. Ziodyne. Oh. What the fuck? Heavy bless damage. What? Alright, okay, well we got, okay, alright, so heavy bless damage now. Mapsio. We lost our Psy. Or not our Psy, we lost our fucking, electric. Man, we keep getting like decent, like these are all very respectable rolls, but I've already got my bless covered. My bless bases are definitely fucking covered. And again, it's still not the highest magic that we've had. So it's just not accomplishing anything. Like I need that Zeo way more than I need the bless.
Done already? What?
Pursue rehabilitation with all your body and soul.
Choose which skills to inherit.
Expect them to be reborn.
Alright, again, reasonable. Alright. That's fine. That's great. And then you give me the mediocre magic roll. You dick. I mean, 32 in the grand scheme of things is not awful. Sio will eventually become Ziodyne. We get 3 to 4 on that is not bad. I kind of like this one. We've had 35.
What? Done already?
Oh, there you go, Miogs. Yeah, I've heard lots of good things about that, that movie. Seems to have, gone over very well. So I think the first save was the magic roll, so I'll load that up just to take a peek and remind myself of exactly what we're looking at here. It's 10 or 11, I think. Tom Cruise, Mel Gibson, Arnold Schwarzenegger. I'm marrying Arnold, I'm fucking Cruise, and I'm yeeting Gibson into the sun. Yeah, this is this one here. Strength, actually strength is also fucking high on this. And we got Assault Dive. We just got Invigorate, we lost our, we unfortunately lost our Defense Master, but we still of course have our other stuff here. So the trade-off here is slightly worse things to start the fight with, slightly worse wind, all for an extra, what, 4 points in magic? Which is a reasonable amount of damage difference, but I don't think it's, like, incredible. Invigorate can help. It's kind of unfortunate that we have Makajama and Makajamon at the same time. Yeah, having Defense Master is a pretty fucking decent meme. So there's that one, and then let's check. Let's just remind ourselves of what we have. So this one is just a... Oh, this is just a normal one that got decent stats, so that's whatever. So this is ruled out. Nothing to write home about. Mary fuck kill Tom Cruise, Brad Pitt, Leonardo DiCaprio. Oh, fuck me. I'll marry Brad Pitt, I'll fuck Leo, and I'll yeet Tom Cruise. So this is, again, just decent stats, but this time we got Mapsio. We had the Mapsio and Gatling Blow on this, with 33 magic. I like this one because it's going to open up the possibility of us having Mapsio and Cyodyne, whereas the other build doesn't. We still have Defense Master on this one. So this is a pretty, I think this is a pretty decent runner. It has way less agility though, so let's keep an eye on that agility stat. 30, what was it, 33? 23. You like that one the most, Quashi? Alright, so this is the one where we had the higher, one of the higher strength stats, and we got Deathbound. which is a relatively rare skill. We still have speed and defense. We have Zionga still. We got Mapsio. And we also have 31 magic, which is relatively high. So we lost our wind skill, but we pick up high damage, relatively rare physical. Mary Fuck Kill, Jim Carrey is the Mask, Jim Carrey is Truman, last but not least, Jim Carrey is Dr. Robotnik. Mary Truman Show, obviously. Fuck the Mask, yeet Robotnik. Yeah, that one also gets, yeah, that one got Mapsio as well, didn't it? This one gets 31 magic with Garudyne and Mapsio. So this gives us one of the higher magic stats with much higher wind damage. We keep our lightning, we get Mapsio. Higher agility, much higher agility, 7 higher agility, 2 less magic, I guess, or whatever. Lower strength, but this build doesn't need it because it doesn't have the super hard hitting physical. Yeah, that's Garudyne versus Deathbound. These two builds. Yep. Mike Myers in Wayne's World, Myers in Austin Powers, Myers in So I Married an Axe Murderer. Marry Wayne's World, fuck Austin, obviously, and yeet the Axe Murderer, and irony. It's thick. Yeah, 29 agility is pretty fucking dope. Meows. No, and in fairness, it's usually because when you're using setting up technicals, Charlie has a wider repertoire of technical setups in this current party that I have, and then, you know, you've got Yusuke is like the follow-up usually. So this is one of the lowest agilities, 32 magic. This has got the Garudyne again, but we're losing Sayo. It's not Mapsio. So I don't even think this is a choice. That's doo-doo compared to the others. So I think this is kind of down to, do we want Garudyne? So it's number 13, right? Definitely not that one. God. Alright, so 13 is Deathbound. So that's 28 agility, 31 magic, 30 strength. I think we want Grenadine. You're such a fucking troll. Oh, fuck. Oh my god. Oh. I can't, man, Grenadine's a weird thing. I don't think I like any drinks that I've ever had that have Grenadine in them. It's like, it's just a weird thing. So So, alright, so this is the one where it's just flat out magic attack. But we don't have map psi. Which seems a bit unfortunate for this. And we don't have defense. So I guess we could rule that one out. So 10 is ruled out. So 13 is one. I'm trying to find the other one. Maybe it's 11. Yeah, that's middling. Was it 13 and 14? Were they really back to back? Holy shit. That'd be amazing. So it is. I think this is the one. We got Mapsio, we've got Garodyne, we still have Assault Dive as a heavy attack. Solo. We've got speed and defense. Strength doesn't need to be super high. 31 magic is fine. 29 agility and 26 luck. I would rather have the 29 agility and the luck than have an extra 5 points in strength. Mapsidy's nuts. If I had Mapsidy's nuts, I'd need a hell of a cartographer, Mr. Miyagi. The Deathbound one, probably has higher endurance. I'll double check that. But I'm liking 14 quite a bit. No, the endurance is kind of like, is what, 1 point higher? So it loses 5 luck, it loses an agility, it gains 1 point in endurance. It's really, all of the stats are dumped into strength, more or less. While getting lower rolls in general on this one. So really, this is a, do I want Deathbound to pass on to another Persona down the road? Which, there's probably other Personas that would be more efficient at that. And I get to keep Garodyne. I think 13's the one. What do you guys think? Or 14, sorry. Not 13, 14. I mean, that's just, they just got way higher rolls in general for almost every stat. Even if you were to account distribution. There are apparently at least there are at least 5, yes. I can confirm there are at least 5. Yeah, 29 agility I think is our highest. That's 27. This is also a really ridiculously strong Persona. 34 magic, 27 agility. With this shit is fucking bonkers. Drain physical. Like, come on, bro. Less amp and nuke boost. This guy's a fucking god. And then we've got null and null. So we've got 2 Personas where physical attack does absolutely fucking nothing. I made that guy last night, Kawashi. He's an actual god. So the Gamba, we did this wasn't Gamba, I don't think. This was just, we just fused for this. And then that was Gamba. That was the first major Gamba. This is Gamba, this is Gamba, and this is Gamba. So this guy's got At the time, 24 luck was pretty good. For level 32, I think it's still pretty high. He got pretty okay. I can despair the entire fucking field with this guy, which is pretty useful. This guy just nukes the fuck. Super high magic. Just, this guy's a fucking absolute legend. All of his skills are useful. The bless abilities are both medium. Medium single, medium all. And then atomic flare is severe nuke damage to one foe. He doesn't fuck around. He does some big boy damage for level 35. Yeah, he's pretty fucking stacked. Like, the fact that he's got more or less better stats. Like, within reason, more. And he's 4 levels below. We got pretty good rolls on that. Okay, so...
I'll just add this.
This becomes our new master. The new master save.
Pursue rehabilitation with all your body and soul.
Finished already? What?
Let's do it.
Awesome. And there you have it. Ladies and gents, I gotta get ready for bed. It's 20 to 2. I gotta get up and pick up M in the morning. And I've gotta do a couple of errands as well and be at the house tomorrow. So it'll be a relatively full day. I still plan on being back tomorrow, Wednesday. So I can't remember if Jeff is here for the podcast this week or not. Either way, the Game Fest will be likely a solo cast by me. So I'll be covering that to some degree. Whether I might do like a from the couch deal for the shows and then do recaps or something for the podcast. I'll take notes and whatnot, and then I'll decide if I'll do like some recasts or some rebroadcasted stuff or updates for then. But yeah, tomorrow anyway, I should be back as far as I know, unless something comes up. Where's my keyboard? Oh, it's up there. Okay, fair enough. I'll be back then. Thank you so much for hanging out. Greatly appreciated. Huge support tonight, by the way. Had that dono train from the boys. Much appreciated. So yeah, we're done our Gamba for now. We'll be back to it. We'll probably leave here and continue on with whatever the fuck is going on outside. But I think we've got the personas and the levels ready for the next palace. I would say within reason. We're at the very least at a level where we shouldn't get our shit kicked too hard. Certainly we've got our bases covered with the personas that we have, so we'll see how it goes. But thank you so much, guys. Absolute treat. We'll see you tomorrow, and until then, do me a favor. Have a good morning, afternoon, or evening. Stay safe. Have a good one. As always, good luck. Have Gamba.